Hello, Osseo Senior High. It is time to start looking at registration for the 2017-2018 school year. The Screencast is going to walk you through the steps to successfully register for the classes for next year. You'll be selecting and entering your courses into Student View over the course of the next couple weeks in advisory. So let's take a look at how this is going to work. The first step in registering for next year's classes is credit checks, and you should have just finished this in advisory. You will know what required courses you still need to take by reviewing your credit check. So today, you're going to receive some materials for registration, which we'll walk through in just a minute, including your registration brochure and your registration FAQ sheet. We're going to watch the screencast, and we're going to watch an electives video today to give you a better idea of elective options at Osseo Senior High School. All of this information will be in Schoology in your advisory course and will also be on the Osseo Senior High website if you need to revisit it. This is what the course catalog will look like. You will not be receiving one of these for each student. This will be something that you'll have access to in your classroom and online when you need it. In the course catalog, you will find course descriptions for every course that's listed and offered at Osseo Senior High School, as well as the prerequisites and the specific grade levels for which the course is offered. On the screen right now, you'll see an example from the catalog. You can see that this course is an ABC course, which means it's offered for a full year. It's noted that you must register for all 3 trimesters. It also notes that this is a 2-hour class and therefore you earn 2 credits for this class. This is an application-only class, and so you'll need to see the instructor before you're allowed to register. There is a prerequisite for this class, and it is only open to grade levels 10, 11, and 12. It also includes a description of what you'll be doing in the course. It's very important to review this information in the course catalog before signing up for classes so you know exactly what you're going to be taking. This is a picture of the registration brochure for the 2017-2018 school year. Notice in the orange circle are the graduation requirements for students at each grade level. So if you're a current 9th grader, you would look at grade 10 requirements to double check the requirements that you need to take as a 10th grader. The brochure also includes the course listing by department, and this is where you will make your draft choices for the classes that you want to take for next year. We will talk more about that in the next section. This is a copy of the registration FAQ. This contains information about classes, where to find information, resources, as well as things to consider for high performance and advanced placement coursework. This is a copy that was given to you and will also be included on the website and in the Schoology course for advisory. So, to review very quickly, you will have 4 advisory periods to work on registration. There are 3 steps in the registration process, and the final deadline to enter courses will be February 2nd. Now we'll take some time to walk through each of the registration steps.
Select your classes. You will be circling 18 trimester credits on your brochure. You'll want to select your required courses first. After doing your credit check, you'll know if you need to retake a required course. Your options are to re-register for it or to take it in independent study. That's only if you're 16 or older. The best option is to re-register for it. Some courses may be offered only to specific grade levels, and alternative trimester elective courses are really important. So you're going to need to select up to 5 alternative trimester elective courses. This is what the English section looks like in your brochure. As you can see, English is a full year course, so it has 3 course numbers, which each represent 1 trimester. You will need to circle all 3 course numbers for a full year course. Same for your math course. 3 course numbers for 3 trimesters. One difference would be in the health, science, and technology area, where the nursing assistant class or other OEC classes are 2 hours long, and you earn 2 credits with 1 course number. Step 2 is once you've selected your 18 credits, you're going to want to transfer your choices from your brochure onto the double-sided course card. The area in orange will be your final core course selections. In black is where your alternative selections are, and in blue is if you're interested in selecting a blended 0-hour course.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where you're going to learn how to enter your course selections into Student View. The first thing I'd like to mention is that you must log into Student View on your iPad using the web, not the application. So make sure you're looking for the icon on your home screen of your iPad that has the 3 people on it, not the green background with the diamond on it. After you click on that icon, you'll be prompted to log in. You'll log in using your computer username and password. Once you've logged into Student View, you're going to click Course Request. It should be on the menu on the left-hand side or on the left-hand side of your screen. Then you'll see a greeting in the upper left-hand corner that says, "Welcome to the 2017-2018 Senior High Registration Process." The first thing you're going to do is click the button that says, "Click here to change course requests." On this screen, it's highlighted in black, which will bring you to this screen. So this is the screen where you're going to select both your courses, your 18 trimester courses, but also your alternates and your blended 0-hour selections. So there's 3 ways for you to enter this information. There's using the course ID, which is circled in red, the course title or the department, which are circled in black, but we're going to ask that you use the course ID and not the other 2. So please only enter the course ID into the box that's circled in red. When you enter some of the course numbers, you might see a list of courses, and just so that you're aware, the courses that you're currently enrolled in will show in red as currently enrolled, just like it does on this screen. And if you've already taken a course, it will show when you were given a grade and what that grade was. So you'll want to make sure that you don't re-register for courses that you're currently enrolled in. And so your courses for 2nd and 3rd trimester will show up on this screen. So you will know if you've already registered for it for this year, so you don't retake it for next year. On this screen, what I've entered in is the course number for Exploring Art and Media, which is course number 043000. And then I selected request for this course because I wanted to add it to my registration. And when I'm done choosing request for this particular course, I need to select the box in the orange circle to add it to my registration. This is what your screen will look like as you add courses. So on this screen, for example, I've added HP English 10 A, B, and C, and I've also added 2 alternates, the Art of Film and Creative Writing. If at this point I had decided that I had made an error, made a mistake, all I have to do to remove the course is click the Remove button next to the course that I want to take off of my registration. When you're fully complete with all 18 credits and any alternates, you're going to click the button in the red circle to return to the summary on the main page. So this is what it will look like on your screen when you're finished and have 18 credits and at least 5 alternates. Please, on the top of the screen where it says Selected Course Requests, verify that you have 18 credits. Remember that some classes are 2 hours per day, so therefore are worth 2 credits. So you might not have 18 items listed. You might only have 17 or less if you're taking multiple courses that are 2 hours apiece. So just make sure, again, that you're verifying that you have registered for 18 credits. And then also at the bottom, make sure that you, in preference order, are putting in at least 5 alternates. In this situation, if comparative religions, for example, in the regular course request section was full, this student would then next be placed in beginning guitar because it's listed as number 1 on the alternate list. If at this point you've decided that you've made a mistake and you want to change something, you click in the red circle to change those course requests, which brings you back to this screen where you would again select Remove next to any course that you want to remove from your registration. Those are circled in red. And when you're finished making changes, you click the button in the orange circle to return to the summary. So again, when you're finished, this is what it should look like. You should have 18 credits on the top and a minimum of 5 on the bottom in the order that you would prefer to get them. And then what we're going to ask that you do when you're done is take a photo of this page on your iPad so you have it available to recall what you registered for.
So let's review some key dates related to registration for the 2017-2018 school year. On January 12th, 17th, and 24th, counselors will be available during lunches in the CRC for individual registration questions. On January 26th, at parent-teacher conferences, counselors will also be available for parent questions. Remember that February 2nd is the deadline to enter final course selections into Student View.
Okay, let's go over some frequently asked questions. Sometimes students wonder if they have to select courses for next year if they're planning on doing PSEO. The answer is yes. All current students must select a full year schedule. You will take the courses you register for if you do not participate in PSEO. Sometimes over the summer you decide you don't want to do PSEO and then we don't have a schedule for you. So it's important that if you're a current student that you select a full year schedule. Also, if you're a new PSEO student and you're interested in doing PSEO next year, you must attend an information meeting after school on January 26th. And to register to attend that, you have to sign up in the counseling office. There's some sign-up sheets on Jana Adams' desk. If you're thinking about not being an Osseo Senior High student next year, your family is planning on moving, you're going to be transferring schools. Again, students wonder, do I need to select classes for next year? And again, the answer is yes. All current students must register for a full year schedule for next year. Sometimes students have questions about AP courses. So I want to take 3 or more AP courses next year. Is that a good idea? You know, that really depends on the student. If you've taken some AP courses already and they're going just fine and you wanted to add one more, you know, maybe that's the right choice for you. But make sure that you're looking at the frequently asked questions sheet that we showed at the beginning of the screencast for guidelines. And if you still have questions, please come to one of the registration sessions during lunch on the 12th, 17th, or 24th of January so we can help you walk through that process to make a final decision. Again, what if I register for something now and I change my mind? On February 2nd, at the end of the day, we're going to go with whatever is in the system for you at that time. So as you're making these decisions, make sure that you're giving it your full attention and taking it seriously and registering for the classes that you really want to take next year. Finally, to finish up, let's just remember 4 things. Make sure that you're reading the course catalog descriptions before you're registering for a course. Sometimes the course description doesn't match the course, or the course title doesn't match the course description exactly. So we want to make sure that you know exactly what you're registering for and that you're picking the right courses for you. Again, we're going to make sure that you're registering for at least 5 trimester alternates. These are the courses that you'll get if a course that you've registered for is full. And we're also paying pretty close attention to your alternate list because we want to know what you would be taking if your schedule wasn't already full. So again, make sure that you're only listing alternates that are actually of interest to you in the order that you would take them. Try to ask questions now versus waiting until the last minute. Lots of times, with registration, counselors are busy, the CRC is busy. You want to make sure that we can get to your questions, so make sure that you're fully participating in advisory and coming to the CRC to ask questions when you have them. And then again, just a final reminder that all selections are final on February 2nd at the end of the day. So you have to have all of your selections into Student View by that time. And if you have questions, you should let either your counselor or someone in the CRC know.